StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between Snute and Fear on Frozen Temple. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Snute from Team Liquid. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have Dead Pixels Fear, the blue Protoss player. Alright, so a ZVP for you guys. Again, a lot of these on the channel this week. It's just what I've been able to find. This is from ggtracker.com, a good place to go to find GM and Pro level replays for you to see and figure out your own builds and the own ways of doing stuff. And it's exciting. It's definitely exciting and a good place to go, ggtracker.com. Whew, Probe for Fear is heading on up, trying to see what it can see. Gonna go ahead and check out this natural base. Doesn't see one yet. Gonna try to block it. Oh, it's a block. It's a Fear block. Snute says fine, I don't care. He immediately heads over to throw down his hatch at his third base, just to the right of the main and on the lower ground. Yeah, he's not worried about it. Snute says, go ahead, do what you will. I'm okay taking my natural base there. Fear says, Art, wait, what? How come you're not still trying to take the hatch here? I don't understand. Getting kind of dizzy, though. Can probes get dizzy, do you think? Do robots have equilibrium, like central balance and stuff? Maybe they do. I don't know. It's like asking if robots can get dizzy. I don't think they can. Extractor here, spawning pool here as well for the Snute. Immediate saturation on that extractor. You hear that thunder? There's crazy thunder outside right now on this nighttime I'm casting. Have to go outside and check it out after this one. Cybernetics core on the way. Nexus for Fear at the same time. No scouting from Snute whatsoever, which again I feel like comes back to bite these players. Just the absolute lack of scouting, except, I mean, there's Overlord, so it's not a complete lack of scouting, but it just takes so long for them to get there that Protoss could be doing anything at this point, and Snute would have no idea. It could be a DT rush, for all he knows. It could be a quick Oracle play, one base type thing, which would actually kind of wreck Snute if he wasn't ready for it, but he just seems to not give a care, and most of the time it works out. Although you will notice, I don't usually cast the like 3-minute games where Protoss just wrecks face or whoever just wins with their first attack. It's just a rush the other player's not ready for it all. So maybe that happens a lot. Like maybe Snute's on ladder and he just gets killed by crazy one-base stuff from Protoss all the time because he doesn't scout. I don't know. I mean, at this point, yes, he scouted in. He did see the Cybernetics core at the front, right? He knows there's a base there based on this construction, and Adept is moving out for Fear. Whoa! That was a big thunderclap. Twilight Council on the way from Fear here inside the main base. Double assimilator, and how much gas being taken at the natural? Not that much, actually. 0 to answer that question for you. Income tab is 22 to 27. Fear has a nice lead. When it comes to that worker count, Snute has a third base coming up at his natural location. We'll call it the third base from now on, though. Resonating Glaives for Fear. All right, this looks very much like a mass adept play that we have seen. Additional gateways being tapped on down. Yep, there are those gateways and warp gate being researched as well. So I think Snute might want to be ready for just a ton of adepts to show up and murder his stuff. And what I like to do is either a combination of speedlings and roaches, or just speedling queen. That usually seems to be able to clean up the adepts fairly quickly. Don't go just roach though. They are surprisingly bad in this situation of cleaning up mass adepts. It takes them a while. It's like they don't die necessarily. It just takes them forever to clean up the adepts. And meanwhile, the adepts will usually just ignore your roaches and just wipe out your workers. So that's not something you want to see at all. Adepts coming on out. There's a lot of Ling here, but not at this point. Oh, get out of there. Get out. Oh, great pylon by Fear, saving his probe's life. Throwing up a pylon behind him, getting the Nexus down. Ling's embarrassed at their lack of effectiveness, decide to head on back home, and that is where they will go. So 3 base here for Snute. Got a Roach Warren coming on up. Got a single extractor at his natural base, or at his second. Anyway, his natural base, which is actually his third. Oh, this is confusing. This is confusing, ladies and gentlemen. Robotics facility on the way for Fear, right at his third base, too. I don't like putting important tech structures outside of your walls, like outside of your natural, outside of your main. It just feels like they're too easy for roaches to come in and pick off, too easy for lings to come in and pick off. So Snute does have the Zergling roach play going on right now. Should be teching up as well. Does he have a lair coming up? He doesn't. He's not actually going for a lair, nor does he have one yet. So this is almost just like a tier 1.5 thing. Here come those adepts I mentioned earlier, and he's got the lings, he's got the roaches. Snute going for it. Oh, Sonic transfers canceled. as Fear does not like what he sees at this moment. It's 37 to 42 Harvesters. Fear has a nice lead here, but Army Supply 47 to 24. Snute, big old Army Supply right now. Fear needs something. He needs something else. Ravagers morphing on in, trying to throw up pylons at the front doors. They can photon overcharge. Adepts trying to hold the line, trying to hold it so that the pylons can get up here. Adepts psionic transferring, just trying to slowly stop the advancing horde. Corrosive Biles landing on these pylons. Can Snute take the pylons out before they finish? And photon overcharge is going to come up, get a few hits off before they... One pylon dies. The other one with 2 kills finally gets cleaned up as well. 3 Adepts trying to hold against this onslaught of Roach. But no, not going to happen. Immortals are going to pop out of this robotics facility. They will be useful. They will be useful if they can get out here, being Chrono Boost as well. And yes, Immortal immediately being surrounded. Oh, surrounded by a horde of Lings and going to fall in about 2 seconds flat. Wham. Lings taking out this Adept. This is looking really bad for the third base of Fear. Lings on top of everything, killing these Adepts. Psionic Transfer saving a couple of them temporarily, but they get chased down and murdered as well by these Lings. They want to take out the robotics facility. They get it. That's why you don't put the robot facility at the third base. Can the Lings get inside the natural? The Roach and these Lings are going to try to do it. And Stalker holding the line does get killed. A Pylon holding the wall as well. Some Adepts coming from the backside are forcing the attention of the Roaches and the Lings away. And Snute is forced to retreat. So I feel like he was droning behind that, right? Yeah, it's 53 to 52 workers. I'm surprised he didn't follow that up with more, but I guess he was teching. He's got a Baneling Nest coming up. He's got a Spire. He's got an Evolution Chamber researching +1. He's getting additional extractors at the same time. +1 melee attack finishing here as well. Alright, so Fear coming back in with his Adepts with their Resonating Glaives with +1 attack on the way, but not quite complete yet. Killing the creep tumors of Snutes that he's trying to lay down towards the middle of the map here. There's the transfer, and here we go. Committing is Fear, clearing out a bunch of Lings. Here come the Roaches. This is what I was talking about, is that the Adepts will ignore the Roaches, go after your drones. Actually, some of them are hitting Roaches. There's another transfer as Fear decides to get the heck on out of there. Macro hatch coming up for Snute at the third base. Centrifugal hooks on the way. He's going for the Banelings. Banelings pretty good against Adepts, although the splitting ability of Protoss is getting better when it comes to dealing with Banelings against their Adepts. We'll see how that works out. Adepts canceling that psionic transfer into the third base, recognizing that it's very dangerous in there. A fourth base now coming up for Snute along this top side. And Fear walling off the approach from his third, or to his third, with these gateways. Income tab, 67 to 67. Super darn even at this point. Armor supply, 31 to 36. Also pretty even, though Fear does have the lead at this point. Does have the lead. He's got the Immortals, he's got the Zealots, he's got the Sentries. Unfortunately, there is a Spire and there are 5 Mutas on the way, and not much that Fear has can shoot up. In fact, only the 2 Sentries can, so that's not good. That is not good for Fear. If Mass Muta showed up here, he would be wrecked immediately. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Adepts do scout the fourth base, see exactly what's going on. The Adepts trying to sneak on into this third and cancel because there are Roaches and Ravagers present. That's just what Zerg players have to do. They have to split up their army and be ready at all these different bases to deal with the psionic transfers, with the drops, with whatever it is that Zerg and Protoss have coming for them. Finally cleaning out those Adepts, getting that surround with the Lings, which I said is so important. And then Ravagers and Roaches finishing them off with their DPS. Mutas flying on in, and only the 2 Sentries. Oh, Archons! Oh, Fear got some Archons in the meantime. Thank goodness. Thank goodness he got some Archons. But no, the probes at the natural base getting just burned alive right here. A lot of dead ones. Yep. The Muta's still kind of flying back and forth here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 probes, 15, 16, 17. He just cleared out that natural base, losing a couple Mutas, but I think that was definitely worth it. Photon Overcharge chasing them out of the main, possibly into the natural if they can get there. These Stalkers are chasing and chasing hard right now, but they don't have Blink. They don't have Blink. Oh, the Muta attack again, just going to town on these probes here at the third base. Finally, a cannon comes up, but that was just brutal. 63 to 51 Harvesters now. Snute is up. Fear has a fourth base coming up right now, but he's just lost so much economy. Another Photon Overcharge and Stalkers chasing the Mutas away. Only 2 of them remaining. 31 Banelings. 31 Banelings just popped for Snute. Holy crap-in-zola. Okay, so Zerglings, Banelings, a lot of Zergling Baneling with a few Ravagers mixed in here, and those Mutas. Although I think he didn't replace those. He just has 1 Muta right now. He's just going Ling Bane. That's all he's doing. He saw what he was up against when it came to fear, and he said, you know what can handle this? Ling Baneling. I mean, I don't know about the Archons. They seem like they'd be more of a problem. I like this gateway wall that Fear has thrown up at his 4th base to prevent Ling run-bys and the like. Make it harder, at least for the AI, to get around them. Great decision on Fear's part, but Snoot's up 178 to 144. Total supply, 63 to 56. Harvesters, 115 to 188. For Fear, Hallucinated Phoenix comes in, sees the 100 gajillion Banelings. That +2 attack for Banelings means they can kill workers. So that's exactly why Snoot's going for that +2. Warp Prism trying to head on back home after an aborted attempt at dropping because a Muta found it, unfortunately, for Dead Pixels. Fear, Lings and Banelings on the bottom side of the map, Lings and Banelings on the top side of the map. I feel like we might have a 2-pronged attack. 2-pronged assault going on here. Muta tries to chase the Warp Prism away, scouts out this 4th base. Sees exactly what is going on. Photon Overcharge trying to kill it. Can't get it. Can't get the Muta. And here comes Snoot. Maxed out. Ling Baneling with +2 attack right now. Holy crap. 50 Banelings. 133 Lings. Crocobile trying to kill this Warp Prism. Not going to happen. Roaches leading the way. Trying to take out these gateways. Crocobile's being used as well. Just trying to bait the army out here to deal with the Ravagers, using their range of 6 to make things happen. A bit of an adept drop here back at the natural base is going to pull most of the army back for Snoot. What is that? No. Both of the gateways die to the Ravager attack here at the 4th. Banelings coming on in, getting sniped down from distance by Archons pretty easily. The adepts here at the natural finally do get cleaned out, but more Crocobile being tossed on down here as well. Dead Pixel's Fear is actually maxed out as well. So he's got Archons, he's got Immortals. Can he do this thing? Immortals trying to kill these Ravagers. Banelings coming in from the left side, trying to hit something. I think they're going for the Zealots. They're going to clear those guys out. Big time surround on the Archons. The Lings doing a lot more damage than I ever would have expected here. Banelings cleaning out every single remaining Zealot, and that's it. Fear calls the GG, is defeated, and Snoot is victorious. Whoa. Impressive final battle there. I thought for sure Fear was doing well. He had a maxed out army. He had Archons. He had Immortals mixed in. He had a bunch of Zealots to deal with the Lings, but somehow I think the key was that the Lings managed to take out the Archons fairly quickly. The Banelings just kind of bypassed those, tried to go in and take care of the Zealots, which again, the Zealots against Banelings never a good fight, especially with +2 here. But the Lings holding their own against the Archons really took me by surprise, because the Archons would have done great against these Ravagers, but never really got the chance just because these Lings came in and cleared them out. A lot of them are injured. They took shots, but they didn't actually die all the way, and that's all it took for Snoot. So well done indeed by Snoot, ravaging this 4th base as well, and he gets the victory. So that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Patrons! Nicholas Cheek, Sean Govin, Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, Robert Farmer, KN, Matt Meermans, Hakon Marcus, Christopher, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboyne, 19 Day, Kith Garlow, Alexander Canaras, Complex, Ian Westbrook, Michael McIntosh, Sam Estagoy, Bo Brissett, Cale Anderson, Trevor Smith, Menhadin, GMP, Sik Kupata, Pedro Batsaris, Michael Wellen, Plaid, Henry Cooper, Clayton Knight, Jan Kodera, Kevin Chang, Rajiv Bhatt, link at the top right. Thank you. Bye.